Yeah.
I'm curious if y'all could tell the story about like how did you come up with Tilt? What was the idea behind it?
Yeah.
How'd you decide to go into business together and be business partners?
I'll let him take this one because
Okay,
I
go
know he
ahead.
want it. I know he want it.
No, man, it's we have a third partner. His name is Ricky. So he's definitely involved in our mix or our synergy. One thing that we talked about, and all three of us talked about, is that like we wanted to build a brand that we tell no lies. And I said that before we even made a sale. It's like we will run an honest integrity brand, right? And it was, something that I wanted to be able to, or we wanted to be able to put in the forefront of people's minds is that, wow, it's legit, it's real, it's authentic. But it really came about, I was really like over corporate America.
Mhm.
I was there doing a bare minimum, but my mind was checked out, and then my guys over at Hidden Soul gave me an opportunity to be involved with them.
Oh wow. Shout out
I was with them for a little while, and was able to then just watch, because my voice wasn't as big as theirs, which is okay. But be able to watch and then to be able to say, you know what, respectfully, I think I can do it better, and but kudos to them for giving me an opportunity. But then, like, part of the way, right, was like, yo, let's go do this. So it's funny because my brother was the last person I told.
Really?
And it's because I knew how safe he was. Like safe. He'd be like, yo, I go to work, I get the benefits, I get the check, and we all gravy, right? And then me, as my later years at B of A and JP Morgan, I'm like, man, it's just, I worked in small business. So all I'm talking to every single day is small business owners. And they telling me, the great stories or the horror stories. I'm like, man, I'm better than y'all too, respectfully, right? Or like I inspire to be better. So I'm not telling them that I'm better, but I inspire, be like, okay, bet. Thank you for telling me those flaws or those opportunities that you had. Now let me not make some of those flaws, right? And take some of the path that you guys were successful in. So
and you're seeing like how much money they're making. You're seeing the revenue. Right.
Absolutely. Right. I tell people, and I say this with all due respect, it's like, man, you're talking to a kid, me, in the bank, like you're making money, but you're coming to me for advice. I have not even a quarter of what you have in your bank account.
What were you doing? You were a financial advisor? Or?
You can say that.
Okay.
I was in small business, so I helped small businesses, loans, lines of credit, credit cards, open business bank accounts.
Wow. That's really cool because then it gives you a lot of like financial literacy really early on, which is so undertaught in our communities.
Sure.
In general.
But TILT is an acronym, TILT, came up with it in my sleep. True story. Came to sleep. Like, man, we're going to call it TILT.
Oh, no.
It's crazy.
That's what he said.
We're going to call it TILT,
What's the acronym?
And it means treat it like treasure. I always wanted a name that, though sneakers was going to be the introduction to our entrepreneurship, it wasn't going to be the end all be all type thing. So I was like, nah, we're not going to go with a sneaker name, right? Shout out to the guys, Cool Kicks, and everybody who got the kicks in their name. But I'm like, not to say that limits you, but like always saw bigger.
Box you in.
Always saw bigger with the name Tilt. So we wanted to, sneakers is just the first opportunity that we got to be able to show our creativity, our hunger to be successful, and things of that nature.
Before you even go into, I know where you're finna go with it. Because for those who don't know, Tilt is it's buy, sell, trade.
Buy, sell, trade. Buy, sell, trade. We tried to do consignment, but them black folk wasn't having that right.
Yeah, people
you know what I'm saying?
Right
they ain't leaving their shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, and then letting you,
and then letting us sell it.
Consignment. Break down consignment first.
So consignment is like, okay, Scotty, Tally, you come in with clothes and you come in with shoes, and I say, hey, right, we do consignment. So you leave your clothes, you leave your shoes here. We take 15 to 20% once it sells.
Okay.
So now, right, who has full control over your, let's say, SKUs or merchandise? We do.